hit me like a hurricane. So, I met Ivanka Trump one time. I was almost on The Apprentice, but they didn't want me. So, I asked her out for a drink. It wasn't really a date though, because I wasn't sure if she was seeing anybody. So I just made it like a group thing. Hey, come out, hang out with all these people, and bring somebody with you. And so now it's funny now that she's with this Kushner guy, because I hear about the Russian connections. Like, what if I would have hooked up with her? I got so many Russian connections, they won't even believe it. I can't even go back to Moscow right now. I played a few shows over there. They pay really well too. I don't know why they want a country singer over there, but they had me over. And they pay in cash, American cash, which was kind of weird. I thought I was gonna get some weird kind of Russian money when I said no. USA cash. So yeah, let's just say I can't really tell that story right now, but maybe I could go back. I don't know. Let's just say there was a very powerful woman and a very powerful man, and we seem to have disagreed on a few things, and maybe I shouldn't go back to Moscow for a while. That'd be a fun story to tell someday, though. So, see that? I went from Trump Tower to Russia. Most hated man in the world, or most hated music in the world, country music. Or as Stash and Bullworth called cunt rock, which is, country rock. But they're always quick to correct me if I say country rock. They prefer the fun way, the dirty way to say it. That calls for a drink. Oh yeah, somebody asked me, like, sometimes when I'm drinking beer on the show, I have duct tape on it. Could be Natty Light, could be water. We don't know. There's rules on. Well, I don't know the rules. Sometimes people used to say there's rules on TV what you can show. All I know is all those rules are gone now, because remember that movie Denzel Washington made, where he's playing the drunk airline pilot, and all the scenes around his house, he's just drinking. He's drinking the shit out of every kind of liquor, every kind of beer. You see all the major brands right there. And I was always curious how that happened. Well, it turns out that they can't sue him. I mean, it would be, first of all, a judge wouldn't even hear it. He wouldn't even hear the case. And then second, what's the headline gonna say? Anheuser-Busch sues Denzel Washington? No, that would not work out at all. But another thing, Anheuser-Busch, what they do, they're the one major corporation trying to stop the legalization of marijuana. Because apparently stoners drink less beer, so they're the ones that, well, they were fighting it. I don't think they fight it anymore. They got new competition now. They got the craft beer and the IPAs. That's the kind of stuff that they got to fight now. Take them out of the market somehow. And you do that by keeping the government happy, because they know what you're up to. So you got to pay millions for lobbyists each year, send that money to Washington. If you don't do that, then you get in trouble with the politicians, and they'll say, you can't go after craft beer. But, let me give you an example of that. Like, so remember Zuckerberg was in front of Congress this year? And Congress is like, you are making all this money and you're not sending us any money, you're not wetting our beak, as they say in The Godfather. So, so that's his first appearance in front of Congress. It'll be his last. He got the message. He'll start paying $100 million a year to lobbyists in Washington and probably around the world, internationally. Stuff like that. Now back to me and Irish whiskey. Just another bottle of Jameson. And Jameson ain't gonna be suing me, because I wrote them a classic. Soon they'll be paying me. So I'm Tate Chasers, and I'm voting for Jameson.